la douleur des familles, des personnes décédées. La vigile de ce soir porte sur le processus de deuil de notre propre communauté montréalaise. Ce soir, c'est l'occasion de faire notre deuil, d'essayer de comprendre ce qui s'est passé et de discuter de nos préoccupations, de nos inquiétudes et de notre anxiété. Nous pourrons peut-être vous aider à accéder des services d'aide aux personnes en deuil si vous en avez besoin. Alors, n'hésitez pas à poser la question en vous adressant à l'un de nos organisateurs ou allez voir le site web de PNAI ou son Facebook. Nous aurons quelques interventions de diverses communautés et organisations qui diront quelques mots ce soir. Une prière sera dirigée par le révérend Artemio Kalaikai de l'Église indépendante des Philippines, qui a aimablement accepté de diriger notre vigile. Nous distribuerons des bougies et vous indiquerons quand les allumer au cours des programmes. Merci. Maraming salamat.
Good evening. My name is Jasmine de la Calzada of Pinay, Quebec. We and the other organizers of tonight's prayer vigil wishes to welcome everyone. I would like to begin by acknowledging that this vigil is conducted on unceded indigenous lands. The Ganaganaake Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters on which we gather today. Chokjoge, Montreal is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. Today it is home to our diverse population of indigenous and other peoples. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future in our ongoing relationships with indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. We thank you all for coming tonight to show your respects and solidarity towards the victims of the tragedy that happened in Vancouver last Saturday, April 25. Pinay mourns the lives taken at the tragic incident at the Lapu Day block party in Vancouver. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. We need to support each other as we grieve and process what's happened as a united community. While the Filipino community across Canada is mourning, we are calling for everyone to extend to the Vancouver community all our support as they have been affected the most by this tragic incident. We grieve these losses and feel the pain of the families of the deceased. Tonight's vigil is about our own Montreal community's process of mourning. Tonight is a venue to grieve, process what's happened, and discuss our concerns, worries, and anxiety. We may be able to help you access grief counseling services if you need it, so please don't hesitate to ask by approaching any of our organizers tonight. We will have some interventions from various communities and organizations who will say a few words tonight. A prayer will be led by the Reverend Artemio Kalaikai of the Philippine Independent Church, who has kindly agreed to lead our prayer vigil tonight. We will distribute candles and indicate to you when to light them during the program. I would also like to mention that we have an emotional support counselor here. She's right there waving. Her name is Mina Pingel. And if you would like to speak to her, she's here for you, and you can speak to her in person. I will give it back to Bing. And as well, there's an art wall if you would like to participate in putting your thoughts on this. Thank you. So we will start with a few speakers, and our first person is Stephanie Valenzuela, counselor for Darlington. Please come up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening. Bonsoir à toutes et à tous. I wish I didn't have to speak here. I wish we weren't gathering here for such a tragedy that took place in Vancouver. Tonight we gather as one in sorrow, in solidarity, and in strength. The tragedy that took place in Vancouver on Saturday night shattered all of our hearts. It isn't just the Filipino community in Vancouver that is impacted by this. It's every single one of us here, every single Filipino community from coast to coast to coast, and every single Canadian as well, is hurting with all of us. Lapu Day Festival is just like any other festival that takes place in our very own city. It's just like Pista Sanayon, it's just like Independence Day, it's just like our fiesta extravaganzas. The only difference is that a celebration of pride, of our culture, of our heritage, ended in 11 lives lost. It took the lives of children, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. It's nothing we could have ever imagined. Tonight, we are gathered today as one community, demonstrating that despite this darkness in our community, we are one, we are together, and we will move forward. We will find the light at the end of this tunnel together. And this is exactly what it is to be the Filipino community. We are generous, we are kind, we are hardworking, and we are proud. And what took place on Saturday night, that's not going to stop us. So I'd like to take the time to say thank you so much to the organizers for coming together so quickly in bringing us together for such an important moment for our community. I want to say thank you to everyone that has sent their love, their prayers, their condolences to the Filipino community, not just in Vancouver, but even here in Montreal. Honestly, it's such an act of kindness. It's an act of compassion, and I hope that if there's anything that we learned from what happened on Saturday, is that we continue moving forward with kindness and compassion in our hearts, because that's who we are, not just as Filipinos, but as Canadians. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, and please continue praying for those in critical condition in the hospitals. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie Valenzuela. Our next speaker is Vero Bertiz from Centre Capua. Please come up.
Thank you for everyone who came in here to join us. I'd like to start by asking everyone to take one big, deep breath, please, with me. Nos corps sont lourds de chagrin, alors que la communauté philippine de Vancouver est en deuil. Ce jour de fête a été frappé par le chagrin et les échos des rires ont été remplacés par la tristesse et les larmes. En ce moment de fête, le monde semble bien petit face au poids de notre douleur. Une journée destinée à honorer notre culture et notre esprit bayanihan a été brisée par une tragédie inimaginable. Nous pleurons la vie perdue trop tôt. Nous prions pour les blessés et nous pensons à tous les cœurs brisés. À nos Capois, bien-aimés par-delà les océans et les kilomètres, nous sommes profondément désolés. Vous n'êtes pas seuls. Nous vous enveloppons d'amour, de prière et de la force qui nous lie en tant que peuple. Que nous trouvions de réconfort dans les bras les uns des autres et que les souvenirs de ceux que nous avons perdus brillent doucement dans nos cœurs. Même dans les moments les plus sombres, la lumière et l'esprit de notre comité résistent grâce à l'unité et l'attention que nous portons à notre Capois. En tant qu'organisme dans la mission où la santé mentale et le bien-être, nous vous encourageons à demander de l'aide pendant cette période difficile. Les membres des organisateurs du Centre Capois, qui comprennent des professionnels de la santé mentale sensibilisés au traumatisme, sont disponibles pour vous. Gardez un espace pour notre communauté si c'est nécessaire. En fait, nous organisons un espace physique et virtuel demain à Shift Concordia de 13h à 17h avec notre partenaire communautaire dans tout l'ensemble du pays canadien. Ceci est un rappel à la réalité. Nous vivons une crise silencieuse et mortelle de la santé mentale qui touche notre communauté, au-delà de la communauté philippine. Cette crise est aussi canadienne que monsieur, madame, tout le monde. Nous sommes tous touchés par cette tragédie. I'll say it now in English. Our hearts are heavy with sorrow as we mourn with the Filipino community in Vancouver. A day meant for celebration has been pierced by grief, and the echoes of laughter have been replaced with sadness and tears. In this time of loss, words feel small against the weight of your pain. A day meant to honor our culture and Bayanihan spirit has been shattered by unthinkable tragedy. We grieve the lives taken too soon. We pray for the wounded, and we hold every broken heart in our thoughts. To our beloved Kapwa, across oceans and miles, we feel sorry. You're not alone. We wrap you in love, in prayer, and in the silent strength that bind us as one people. May we find comfort on each other's arms, and may the memories of those who lost shine gently in our hearts. Even in the darkest times, the light and the spirit of our community endures through unity and care. As an organization whose mission is mental health and wellness, we encourage you to reach out for support during these difficult times. Sant Kapwa's organizing members, which include trauma-informed mental health professionals, are available to hold space for you all. In fact, we're holding a physical space and a virtual space tomorrow at Shift Concordia at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. with community partners across the nation. Let this be a wake-up call that we are experiencing a silent, deadly mental health crisis plaguing our community beyond the Filipino community. This crisis is as Canadian as you and me, and we are all affected by this tragedy. Ang mabigat at punong-punong loob ay puputok na parang bulkan. Lahat tayo ay tatamaan. I'll finish with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Vero. We ask that you lay your flowers up here under the sign, and we will bring it to the Rizal statue later after all the speeches have been done. We call on now Mufasa from the Students' Organization, Andrea Alcaraz, and Amihan Del Rosario Tapan. Please come forward.
Hi everyone, my name is Amihan. I'm one of the co-vice presidents of MUFASA, which is McGill's Filipino Student Association.
And my name is Andrea, and I am the secondary co-president, vice president.
So we wanted to start off by saying that the two of us are not from Vancouver, nor are we Canadian citizens, yet. As leaders of MUFASA, we represent Filipinos that come from all over the world, including those from BC, and we feel this loss deeply and grieve as a community. It's been stated that this incident was the darkest day in Vancouver history. This shadow extends all the way to Montreal and throughout all Filipino communities around the world.
As a Filipino diaspora, we act as the backbone of society. We are shop owners, nurses, doctors, school teachers. That at the end of the day, after this incident, we've lost mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, which are Filipino faces and familiar faces in every single community. We are part of a culture which stands in love, strength, and resilience. As we grieve those we've lost, we continue to stand side by side with those deeply affected. We have lost 11 lives, with those still recovering and many and numerous families still recovering and dealing with such a loss. We want to dedicate a moment of silence to personal prayer or time to yourself.
Now, it is the time for us to unite as a Filipino community globally to send help to those in need, to come together and send our prayers to the families affected. There have already been GoFundMes circulating online that we encourage you all to donate to if you can and help support our family across the world. Thank you.